India, a country of over 1.4 billion people. A nation with cities buzzing with life, enormous economic potential, and a skyline speckled with high-rise apartments and office buildings. But here's the thing, look closely. Despite its rapid urbanization, India has surprisingly few iconic skyscrapers. Where are the towering giants that dominate cities like New York, Dubai, or Shanghai? Why hasn't India embraced skyscrapers the way these metropolises have? Let's dig a little deeper. First off, geography and infrastructure play a major role. Unlike many coastal cities that are prime hubs for skyscrapers, Indian cities deal with uniquely challenging soil and terrain conditions. Take Mumbai, for instance. It's built on reclaimed land, which requires additional engineering and costs to safely support mega-tall structures. Digging deep foundations into a mix of reclaimed and rocky soil isn't easy or cheap. Then there's the issue of urban planning, or lack thereof. Many Indian cities evolved organically over centuries, not as planned urban centers, but as sprawling hubs of culture, commerce, and community. The result? Narrow streets, densely packed neighborhoods, and limited spaces for the kind of large-scale developments needed to host skyscrapers. To build ultra-tall buildings, you need vast land parcels and modernized layouts, something cities like Delhi or Kolkata just don't have the luxury of offering. Now let's factor in economics. Skyscrapers are not just about height, they're about cost. Super tall buildings require advanced construction materials, cutting-edge technology, and incredible maintenance. But here's the catch. In India, the demand for ultra-luxury skyscrapers doesn't always match the reality of what most people can afford. A country where a significant portion of the population still struggles with affordable housing has to prioritize practical living spaces over elite high-rises. And here's another surprising obstacle: regulations. India's building codes, and yes, there are a lot of them, often place height restrictions on skyscrapers. Safety and access concerns play a role, especially in cities where fire services or evacuation infrastructure aren't equipped to handle emergencies in super tall buildings. Add to that the red tape and bureaucratic hurdles developers face trying to get permissions, and suddenly, building a skyscraper becomes a daunting uphill battle. But it's not just about infrastructure or policies, it's also a cultural question. Unlike Western counterparts, Indian cities haven't historically competed to create the tallest skylines. Architectural heritage here often leans back on tradition rather than extreme modernity. Cities like Jaipur or Varanasi celebrate centuries-old architecture over cutting-edge glass towers. The priority is more about preserving identity than chasing height records. That said, change is undeniably happening. Cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, and Gurgaon are gradually defying the trend, with residential and commercial skyscrapers rising higher each year. The public's demand for modern, vertical living is growing, and advances in technology might soon overcome the challenges of cost and regulations. So will India one day rival the towering skylines of global megacities? Perhaps. But for now, the country is navigating its unique journey, balancing cultural heritage, urban challenges, and the promise of progress. One step or one floor at a time.